From Messi's nutmegs to Ronaldo's stepovers, you think you might have seen it all. Not yet. These are the most prohibited football skills you will have seen on the pitch. These moves push the boundaries of creativity, but are now deemed too risky or unfair for the modern game. Number 1. Seal dribble, the head's forbidden dance. Kurlan, a Brazilian genius, used to light up the field with his seal dribble. He showed off his skills so well that the ball seemed to stick to his face as he slipped past confused defenders. Everyone was amazed by what they did. When the gravity-defying move happened, both fans and opponents were shocked. On the other hand, this theater show is being watched with alarm now that the people in charge of making sure the rules are followed have stepped in. The officials have agreed that this type of striking is not allowed because it puts players at risk. This method involves the person using the ball as an extension of their head. It's not clear that this should be added to the list of things that shouldn't be done because it protects players from bad things that could happen, and at the same time limits the wild spirit of creativity that has always been a hallmark of football's greatest players. Number 2. Shirt catch, the endangered celebration. Imagine for a moment when football players could use their shirts to capture the ball and then encase it in a protective cocoon while they rushed around the field in an attempt to avoid being caught. Because this amusing sport, which some people have jokingly referred to as shirt catch, is now against the law, any thoughts that you may have on it are merely speculations. There is a perception that the player has an unfair advantage when they control the ball with their arm. Due to the fact that the enjoyment of the game is dependent on it being played in a fair manner, it is against the rules to conceal the ball within your clothing while you are playing. This peculiar method is only effective when everyone is in a good mood, such as when a team wins a goal or when players celebrate a new life by becoming a father or having a baby. In these brief moments, the shirt functions as a nest, demonstrating love rather than strategy toward the situation. It serves as a timely reminder that the game is actually about taking pleasure in the nicer aspects of life. Number 3. Running knee lock, the forbidden juggle. Picture a soccer player running across the field while moving the ball skillfully between his legs. He looks like a bird flying through the air when he moves. The unique move this athlete does is called the running knee lock, and it involves him running still while spinning the ball. This strategy, no matter how strange it seems, makes him almost impossible to beat and briefly confuses his opponents. Even though it makes the usually important competition a little less serious, this changes how the game is played. However, referees are quick to punish this kind of conduct by showing yellow cards a lot of the time because they want to keep the game fair. Rene Higuita is just one famous person who has done strange things in the past. Higuita liked to play in unpredictable and risky ways, and the scorpion kick was just one example. Soccer has changed a lot over the years, but these shows are sure to please the crowd. These days, it's less about putting on a show and more about being safe and having fun. Number 4. Donkey kick free kick, the band ballet. The donkey kick free kick is an old football phrase that refers to a brilliant and flashy move that was once allowed. Players would backheel the ball into the air for a goal, which is like an alley-oop in soccer. People in the audience would be gasping for air because this move was so well done. It makes you wonder why such a magical method was made illegal. The donkey kick was beautiful to look at, but it made players rush into action, which was unsafe. A show like this was put on by players like Johan Cruyff and Andrea Pirlo, who were great at the surprise. But in today's game, where every rule is carefully thought out to strike a balance between safety, excitement, and fairness, the donkey kick isn't used. Instead, it's remembered as an interesting fact in football history. Number 5. Neck stall. In the world of football, where skill and showmanship are mixed, the neck stall is the pinnacle of personal style. This act, in which the athlete skillfully holds the ball on their neck while moving around the field, blurs the line between sport and performance art. It happens more often during celebrations before games, and when players are introduced when the goal is more to get praise than points. It is rare to see something like that happen during a live match, though. While there isn't a clear rule against the neck stall, it is ultimately up to the judges to decide if this acrobatic move should be penalized. From someone else's point of view, an act can be either a brilliant show of skill or a mocking of competition. In the heat of the battle, this balancing act might seem like it goes against the unspoken rules of good sportsmanship. If someone does something that goes against the rules of the game or puts themselves in danger without a good reason, the people in charge of keeping order and fair play may think that it is not fair to play. Legendary players like Ronaldinho have been known to do it. But since fair play is more important than performance these days, there isn't much room for showmanship during the 90 minutes when winning is the only thing that counts. Number 6. Low header. Next, let's talk about the more realistic parts of the game, starting with the strange ground head passes. Think about it. A player stoops to poke the ball with their head while it's still on the grass instead of their foot or chest. By turning the player's head into a fake foot, the stunt is almost funny. This strange head movement when the ball is on the ground is seen as both dangerous and getting in the way of the game's natural flow. It's very close to breaking the rules when this approach results in the goalkeeper getting the ball again. Now, it's a clever way to get around the back pass rule, and the referee will definitely blow his whistle and say it's against the rules. According to the back pass rule, a player can't use his or her head to give the ball back to the goalie for handling. This is an important part of football's complicated set of rules. This rule is meant to keep things moving along quickly and stop people from using tactics that waste time. If a player dribbles the ball up to their head and then sends it back to the goalie, they are almost asking for a foul. Legality and originality are very thin lines to walk. A yellow card is always there to tell you that even the smallest mistake, whether in strategy or execution, could get you in trouble with the referee. So that is all the time we had today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon on your way out. See you all next time.